The pressure on our healthcare system is greater than ever before, forcing friends and family members to become primary caregivers. New technologies such as smart homes, biomonitors, and AI assistants are establishing themselves as essential tools in aiding these new caregivers. Technology of Caring explores these solutions and how they could make our lives better.
My hope for the future is that technology will make people who require caregiving, make us all more independent so that people can remain independent, live in their own houses, or have a certain aspect of their life which is not taken away from them.
For a generation that didn't grow up with it, the introduction of new technology can be overwhelming. Understanding how technology is used is just the start, but it's a crucial step in learning what will work for you. We live in a world with high-tech options all around us, but how do we know what to use and who to go to for help?
Less than a year ago, I had a health issue, which turned out to be a stroke, and I actually was hospitalized for a month. I couldn't have come home without assistance in the house. I was using a walker, so I was really reliant on someone else to care for me. I wasn't brave enough to use the technology that was there, so I really relied on my friends. And yes, I had 3 sons, and they did their best, but they all work. Those people who are not trained caregivers were thrust into a caregiving role.
Camera pans over a collage of family photos.
About 5 years ago, we found out that my dad had ALS. And so that was my family's introduction to being family caregivers. And things moved quite quickly with his illness. We learned a lot, but as things moved quickly, we were only able to kind of manage what we could, which made learning new technology virtually impossible in the moment. He passed away 5 years ago, and 1 year ago, my mom had a stroke out of the blue. And so we were kind of revisiting what it meant as a family to look at caregiving and how we were going to manage full-time jobs, families, and also make sure that my mom was taken care of.
Son arrives at mother's house.
There certainly is a challenge with new technology because they're not aware of it. Who's going to tell you about it? You have to find the right source for that. How do you keep up with technology when you're just dealing day to day with the demands of life and you really don't have time?
Mother and son sit down in front of computer.
Finding the time is one of the challenges of the whole aspect of caring for somebody. You only have so much time in the day. So it's hard. It's hard.
Son sits next to mother, holding his head in frustration.
What do I need to do?
So start as though you're going into it to check your email. This way it'll be easier to find.
Okay.
That L is you, so you're logged in.
Me.
Your mailbox is reached the side of your...
Well,
they give you 1 gig of email storage. That's great. So that's totally useless.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't get email. For my mom, I'm the family tech support. That offers us a chance to spend time together, which is nice, but also allows me the opportunity to gauge where she's at with technology, what her comfort level is, and where we can explore new technology or what might just be too intimidating and complex.
Man walks towards building.
Where I see technology increasingly playing a role in supporting caregivers is around the concept that you can't scale human time like you can technologies or products. think as we approach this impending caregiver cliff, healthcare systems are completely overburdened by the number of individuals who are aging and the increased care that they require. We're starting to see that burden being pushed onto families, onto friends, onto neighbors. And technology is an opportunity for those caregivers to claw back some of the time and ultimately allow somebody to live in their home for longer and safer.
Man overlooks city with cell phone in hand.
I really see that artificial intelligence is going to play a much bigger role in terms of determining what's going to happen to help keep seniors safe at home in terms of predictive analytics, like if a senior's going to fall or if they pass out. Obviously, we're seeing a lot with Google and Amazon, Alexa, and those types of voice command technologies. Right now, the technology is focused on the general consumer market. We're now starting to see voice-controlled technologies become adopted to help seniors. I think a lot of developers are looking at modifying existing off-the-shelf consumer products to address specific caregiver issues.
Mother and son sit down at kitchen table.
As time goes on, I think we're going to just be relying on technology more and more. And the more I can work with my mom and she can become comfortable with it, the less intimidating it's going to be. And it's only going to lead to more independence moving forward. So this is an Echo Dot. This lights up.
Ooh.
And I'll show you on my phone. I think I'll be able to.
Look at it. Cool.
So what it does, it connects to your internet, your Wi-Fi in the house.
So quite a few people have this.
Yeah.
But you're telling me that this does have some health related?
It can, it has all, that's what's kind of interesting is you can start to connect it to other things to make a smart home.
It's important for us to realize that these are new devices. There's going to be a learning period. There's going to be time that it takes for a new technology to have uptake.
Now that I am in recovery mode, I'm now more conscious of the technology that's available to me. It can't do anything but make my life safer, healthier, better.
Mother and son play with new tech device.
When my mom had her stroke, it was that same reminder that we can't wait until we're in the middle of an emergency to learn this new technology. We have to start using it now while she's healthy and things are good. I can already see my mom starting to get excited about seeing what's new, what's out there, sharing that with her friends, using the technology with each other. It's only going to lead to healthier, happier lives and being more independent.
Mother smiles at son. Produced by M1 Films. Produced with the participation of TELUS Fund. Executive producers Cody Graham and Bannister Bergen, The Coup Company. Producer Mike Waverken. Director Andy Robertson. Writers Andy Robertson and Mike Waverken. Director of Photography Chris Wilson. Production Coordinator Stephanie Racinos. Additional editing and titles John Roney. Post-production audio David Parfit. Music provided by Audio Network. Stories for Caregivers. Copyright M1 Films Incorporated 2019.